Register fast through your member services account. Registration opens approximately 2 weeks prior to the start of the first event and closes 24 hours prior to each event. No need to check in. Just show up for your first match to the table you are assigned in CompuSport. You must register to participate. Once score sheets are delivered, unregistered players are not allowed to participate in that round and must register at the control table in order to participate in the following round.
It's your responsibility to make sure you and all the players on your team are playing at the skill level that reflects your and their true ability. Your last opportunity to recertify yourself and your teammates will be before the first round of play. We realize most players practice more than normal before they come to this event. Some players may not drink as much, and playing conditions are likely better than what they're used to. Don't get disqualified due to any of these reasons. If you are playing locally at a higher skill level, it's your responsibility to ensure you are playing at that higher skill level here.
Qualifier money and/or goodie bags can be picked up at Cash Payout at your convenience. No need to show up early and wait in line.
Cash Payout for all championship events, except Mini Mania and Mega Mania, are available at the Cash Payout desk approximately 2 hours after the entire round is completed, during the hours of operation. Those finishing in first and second place may collect their payout immediately following the round. APA members are required to provide their social security number if the total of the winnings, including their qualifier award and travel assistance, is greater than $1,999. Canada, Japan, and Singapore members are required to provide their passport to receive their qualifier award or money, travel assistance, and any prize amount won. The APA is required, by federal law, to report any tournament awards totaling $2,000 or more in cash prizes, merchandising at retail value, and travel assistance. If you are unable to provide the number before the tournament concludes, you must provide it to us before your winnings will be shipped.
When entering the playing arena, only do so at the entrances. Do not jump over or crawl under the pipe and drape. If you are in need of a scooter to enter the arena, use the scooters to get to the player seating and then have someone park in the designated area. The aisles must be clear at all times per Las Vegas Fire Code.
Be sure to turn off your cell phones while in the tournament room unless you have silent or vibrate mode on. Cell phone and smartwatch use is prohibited while players are taking their turn at the table.
These are modified single elimination events, which means you get 2 opportunities to play, not necessarily 2 opportunities to lose. If you think you're out of the tournament, verify on the CompuSport bracket that your opponent has advanced as the winner, and there is no longer a place for you to advance.
You are not permitted to wear earphones of any type during the tournament play. This includes earbuds, headphones, headsets, Bluetooth devices, etc. Hearing aids and non-electronic earplugs are allowed.
Forfeit time is 15 minutes. However, do not wait until 15 minutes to let the referee know that your opponent has not shown up for the match. Even though the forfeit time is 15 minutes, every effort is made to try to locate them. The tournament director determines when a match is officially forfeited.
CompuSport will be used to display electronic brackets and table assignments. You can download CompuSport from the App Store. This app will send you notifications for when and where your next match is to be played, as well as your friends and family can follow your progress from home.
It's up to the players participating in each match to verify the ID of their opponent prior to the match starting. If a player doesn't have their ID at the time, the match could be forfeit. To illustrate how important the identification process is, entire teams have been disqualified and suspended from the league due to players impersonating other players in past events. Although they were the ones who cheated, the other team allowed it to happen by not checking their identification.
The table assignments will be released approximately 15 minutes prior to the start of each round.
Verify you have ball in hand before touching the cue ball. Also, don't touch the cue ball at the end of the game until it has stopped rolling completely. This may result in a foul. However, common sense must prevail.
Referees are available at all times to watch shots and confirm rulings. If a shot is close, stop the match and call the referee to watch the shot. Referees may not be able to rule on a shot that they were not asked to watch. If a ruling and/or problem cannot be solved to everyone's satisfaction, the match should be temporarily halted and a floor manager requested. Referees are APA members who have volunteered for this duty. Please treat them with courtesy and respect.
Please review the dress code in the event program on poolplayers.com. Make sure you and/or your team is in proper attire. Look at your opponent's attire prior to the start of the match and let a referee know if you have any concerns. Dress code violations may not be called during a match. The dress code for semi-final and final matches is business casual. Jeans, shorts, and hats are examples of what is not allowed for participants in the championship arena. It is recommended that proper attire is brought to the event in case you and/or your team make it to the championship arena.
Official protest forms are located at the control table. The fee to submit a protest is $50. All matches are reviewed by our handicap review committee, therefore skill level protests are not accepted.
Pool tables will be open for tournament play only. You may practice by playing in the Mini Mania tournaments or in the designated practice tables. Token machines are located around the room for practice when the tables are closed. Practice is not allowed on the open tables between rounds.
Nevada state law prohibits smoking anywhere except the designated areas. There is up to a $1,000 fine per offense. Holding up matches to take smoke breaks will not be tolerated. The use of electronic cigarettes or vaporizers is also not allowed in the tournament rooms.
The ladies and gentlemen you'll see wearing bright green shirts are official observers. Some observers may also be incognito during the tournament. In some cases, you'll be aware of when you are being observed. In other cases, you won't. If there is a W on the score sheet on the left side of a player's skill level, it means that player has been marked with a watch. A player may be marked with a watch for various reasons. Random selection, the player may have a low number of scores, the league operator may be unsure of a player's ability, or it could be other general concerns.
A W may appear next to a player's skill level at any time during the event. It is your responsibility to request with the referee for an official observer to be called before a player with a W plays. Notify the referee as soon as possible. Once the referee calls for an observer, they must initial the score sheet before the match begins. If a player with a W plays without requesting an observer, that player may be one skill level higher for the next round.
The observer is looking at the ability of the players. Don't assume if an observed player loses, his or her skill level won't go up. The observers are off limits for conversation. They are there to observe the matches they're asked to watch. Do not ask an observer to watch a player or make rulings. Call for a referee. As long as you're playing honestly, there is no reason to be uncomfortable with the presence of an observer. They are here to protect you. Our handicap review committee reviews all teams between each round, and the observers report to them after each match they observe.
Score sheets will be delivered to your table by a referee. Both players and/or teams are required to keep score. To avoid errors, be sure you complete the score sheet by filling in all matches won, totaling everything, and circling the winner. Mark all innings and defensive shots. In 8-ball, please make sure you mark early 8s, E8, 8-ball scratches, 8S, and 8-ball wrong pocket, 8WP, 8 on the break, 8OB, and break and runs, BR, on the score sheet. In 9-ball, mark 9 on the snap, 9OS, and break and runs, BR, on the score sheet. Patches for break and runs, 8 on the break and 9 on the snap, will be awarded when the score sheet is turned in. Just come to the control table with the score sheet, whether you won or lost the match. The winning player or team is responsible for making sure the control table receives the score sheets. Please stay at the control table with the score sheets until our staff has had a chance to verify the information. Any player or team caught fraudulently keeping score or altering the score sheets in any manner may be subject to disqualification.
If it's determined that players are not marking defensive shots, the handicap review committee may raise skill levels. The referee will be watching for defensive shots to be marked. If they see a defensive shot that is not marked, they will mark it on your score sheet with a red pin. The observers will be watching for this as well.
In the Ladies 8-Ball Championship, sudden death will be implemented 2 hours and 30 minutes into a match. Each team match must be in the third individual match to avoid sudden death. 8-Ball and Ladies individual matches will begin with a rack worth 2 team points. If that 2-point rack mathematically wins the team match will be over. If the first rack does not win the team match, a second rack worth 1 team point will conclude that individual match. This procedure will continue in each subsequent individual match until a team mathematically wins, or the overall match finishes in a tie. 1 2-point rack followed by a 1 1-point rack if necessary. Tiebreakers will be decided by the team that won the most individual matches. Note that during sudden death, the individual match winner will be the player who wins the 2-point rack. Masters Championship sudden death is implemented 2 hours and 30 minutes into a match. Each team match must be in the third individual match by the 2 hours and 30-minute mark, or all subsequent matches become a race to 2 games. Help us keep this tournament on schedule. Keep the matches moving by abiding to the time guidelines.
Coaching is not allowed in the 8-Ball Classic, 9-Ball Shootout, Wheelchair Championship, and the Masters Championship. There is 1 timeout per team per rack allowed for the other championships.
For the Pool Player Championships, there are spots near the top of the CompuSport brackets where a player's name should be. These spots allow for a player who has certified themselves higher to be moved to the appropriate tier for that skill level prior to the start of the tournament. For example, a skill level 4 in 8-Ball who certifies himself as a skill level 5 will be moved from their yellow tier match to one of the red tier spots. After the certification process, if a spot is not filled, it will become a bye. Please check CompuSport before your scheduled round of play to verify if you will be playing these matches or if they have become a bye. Once the tournament has begun, you will remain in the same tier for its entirety. Should your skill level increase or decrease, you will not be moved to a different bracket. However, you will have to win the number of games or points required for your new skill level.
In the 8-Ball doubles, 9-Ball doubles, and Jack and Jill championships, you will alternate shots, not turns. If you make the winning shot, your partner will break the next game. The lag does not count as a part of the rotation. Teams are not allowed to flip a coin instead of lagging for the break.
In the Masters Championship, once the players lag, the winner of the lag has the choice of format to be played first, 8-Ball or 9-Ball, or the first break in the match. Once the game has been chosen, the entire set of that game must be completed before moving to the next game. Race to 7, which is 8 games of 9-Ball and 5 games of 8-Ball. Players will earn 1 point for each match won. The first team to win 2 out of the 3 matches will be the winner. A forfeited individual player match is worth 1 point. Jump cues and push shots are allowed.